Onward.
And I just had to call in to say we had so much fun, just laughing our heads off. Everybody around us was just doubled over laughing. I mean, I've been to a lot of shows, but I've never laughed that hard at a comedy show. But genuine question, when you're up...
And look, and I hate to interrupt you, but sometimes the laughter, it'll bring it out of you. It's almost like an exorcism, but a good one. It'll make something come out of you, a secret. Sometimes people laugh so hard they tell a truth about themselves. They let a secret loose. Some guy the other day, he laughed so hard at the show, and he's just like, he came out of the closet. He's like, I'm gay. And his buddy's like, Patrick, dude, what are you talking about, Patrick? Have another beer, man. Your wife's going to pick us up in about 20 minutes, dude. She's going to be pissed, bro. Have 2 beers, Patrick, and calm down, bro. You're going to be fine. You got to get back to your wife and kids, man. So you don't know somebody, sometimes that giggle will just wiggle something right out of you. It'll just shake a truth right out of your freaking lie booth, right out of the back of your brain. You'll just be like, I killed somebody with a shovel. Like, I love licorice. People just, I don't wash my husband's clothes, but I tell him I do. So he's always wearing dirties. Sometimes when that laughter gets you, Lisa, it can really shake something out of you. It can shake the mainframe, and that's when maybe a little dribble of some truth will just leak out of your feet. Suddenly you'll slip in a fact about yourself that you never wanted to admit. Oh, I like the smell of my own ass. Something like that. Sometimes a truth will just whip right out of you that you don't want, I've been saving all my back hair that I shave off in a bag under the sink in my bathroom. That's what can happen. My tits smell like tangerines. So anyway, a lot of truths and old secrets can come just avalanching out of your freaking brain stem. Let's hear more, Lisa.
Up on stage, can you hear how hard we're laughing? Like, are you able to get that positive feedback from us? Because, every sentence you were saying at one point, everybody was just dying laughing. Man, it was just incredible. So thank you so much for coming to our neck of the woods. Thanks for everything.
Well, you guys have a beautiful neck of the woods up there in Toronto. And I never thought Canada was real when I was young. And I've said that before. Drop my keys. I thought if you died in Canada, you woke back up in America. That's something that I thought, or that I'd heard, or that I just thought, and then pretended like I'd heard. I thought maybe, or Canada was just a place that they practice safety equipment. Like if you ever saw a helmet or some knee pads, or if you was doing the bumper bowling and they had the special lanes on the side for the kind of kids that had a hit of that tism, or just youngsters that wasn't used to pushing ball. And you say, all that's from Canada. But as far as the laughter goes, it's really, what can you hear? Yeah, sometimes I feel like I talk too fast and I step on people's laughter. In a comedy club, I'm so used to that. I'm more used to the area. And so I know how to manage that size of a room better when it's about 300. But in some of these theaters, you get upwards, 1,000, 2,000. It gets tricky. And I can't see anything when I'm up there. I can see maybe the first 2 rows, kind of. And then it's just lights. It seemed like somebody... You ever been outside and somebody's pulling a boat up on a dock? And you're like, are they going to park this thing? Or are they just going to shine that light in my eye for an hour? It's like that. It's like 2 people are parking boats, but none of them will park. They're just... It's like, okay, park your boat. shut off the light. Or it's like two motorcycles coming at you diagonally. And the light are just hitting you, so you can't see anything. You kind of have this light in your eyes. So sometimes it feels like you're performing to... It's almost like it's an experiment or something. Like there's just... You hear like a kind of like the sound of laughter, but mostly you just see these two lights. And you feel like you're just performing into nothing almost. It's really bizarre. So sometimes it's nice at the end of the show or sometimes in the beginning, the light man will bring the lights up for a second, and then you can see everyone, and it is a 180 from what you've been seeing the whole time. So sometimes people will react or do something in the audience, and if I don't react to it, I can't see it. I have no idea what's going on most of the time. But man, it was so much fun. There was one moment where they brought the lights up. It was on Saturday, I think. And man, I felt like, I just felt people were having so much fun and cheering. I don't know. I just felt, it doesn't feel like it's for me, I guess. It just feels like people are having a good time. But it just felt cool. It was like, wow, this is something just fun to be a part of. So I'm just glad you guys had a good time, Lisa. I'm glad you and your friend came out and enjoyed each other's company. You know, there is something nice after the show if I get to see some people and stuff and just, knowing people had fun, man, it means a lot. Good evening, good afternoon, and other times. Thanks for watching that video you just saw. I mean, it was okay. But the next video you could watch could be way better. What if you watch a video right now that changes your life? Well, you could. Watch this one. Or watch this one. Watch this one. Watch this one. Watch this one. Ah!